You may be seated. A warm welcome to family and friends who have come from far and near to celebrate Candlin and Seth's wedding day. I'm Candace, Candlin's aunt, and I am so pleased to join her and Seth in marriage on this miraculously sunny afternoon. I think that Hubble House is the perfect place for them to wed. With this historic hacienda surrounded by agricultural fields, it combines their passions for history and farming. Symbolically, it is the convergence of their individual destinies as they now commit to a life of sharing in partnership. And that partnership is as unique and wonderful as each of them is individually. They share, one another's diverse tastes, from fine dining to taquerias, to art house films and Roseanne marathons. They both work hard and enjoy life's simple pleasures. And of course, there are differences. Seth grew up in New York City, Candlin in a small town in Arizona. Seth is a people person. Candlin is a gizmo person. Their differences provide balance in the relationship and expand one another's understanding of this world. In many ways, it is a perfect partnership. Seth loves to grow and prepare food. Candlin loves to eat. But most importantly, they each want the best for each other. Because they are kind and considerate with one another, they feel safe to be exactly who they are within the home that is their relationship. And this huppah that the couple is standing under is a symbol of that home. Its fragility and openness serves as a reminder that the most important thing about a home is the people who live in it, who love each other, and who share their love generously with others. The huppah also reminds us that a home is not something physical that surrounds us, but rather is something inside of us. Seth and Candlin, wherever the two of you live, as long as you are together, you will be at home in each other's arms because you are at home in each other's hearts. Now, the occasion of a wedding invites us to focus on the power and mystery of love. Not only the special love that exists between two people, such as this handsome couple, but also the love that interconnects all of us with so many others. Always love is a gift. Being here this afternoon is also a gift. Your presence here enhances the meaning of this sacred and joyful occasion. And while some of us are strangers to one another, all of us will be forever interconnected because of sharing this experience here today. So may each of us be granted a greater sense of the joy in life through being part of this celebration of love. Will the parents please come towards center? Candlin and Seth stand before us as independent and separate individuals, whole in and of themselves. They have reached this place in part because their family and friends have supported and loved them over the years. Your loving support will mean no less to them in the years to come. Arlene and Harvey, do you give your blessing upon your son and the woman he has chosen, and do you promise to honor and lovingly support their marriage?
We do.
Chanel and Rob, do you give your blessing upon your daughter and the man she has chosen, and do you promise to always honor and lovingly support their marriage?
We do.
Arlene and Harvey, Chanel and Rob, you have believed in your children and you have encouraged them. You've given them roots that anchor them to home and family, and you have given them wings to take to the world on their own. For this they offer their deepest love and gratitude. You may now be seated. It seems fitting that this marriage should take place in autumn, a time of harvest when the seeds planted in an earlier season begin to bear fruit. The love that is deep between Seth and Candlin has grown strong and ripened over their years together. It is a love grown from seeds of trust and respect, of sweetness and laughter, and of deepening friendship. They have supported one another in moving toward major and minor goals, whether it's Candlin helping out at the farm and on market day, or Seth taking care of meals and cleanup when she's busy with schoolwork. With love, they have weathered many seasons together. From earliest times, men and women have trusted in the cycle of the seasons and learned that if you are willing to honor and embrace not only all of the changing seasons of the year, but also the changing seasons of life and of love, you will have times of abundant harvest, and you will always find flowers again in another spring. Candlin and Seth, I hope that every year on October 17th, you think of these lines you selected from the poem Autumn by Garrison Keillor. Here on an autumn night, in the sweet orchard smell, sitting in a pile of leaves under the starry sky, oh, what stories we could tell with the starlight to tell them by. October night, and you and paradise, so lovely and so full of grace. Above your head, the universe has hung its lights, and I reach out my hand to touch your face. I believe in impulse, in all that is green, believe in the foolish vision that comes true, believe that all that is essential is unseen, and for this lifetime, I believe in you. Seth and Candlin, it is so clear that you believe in one another and in your future together. Seth, you wrote to me, our marriage is a promise to one another to continue with this life we have started to build. It is the next step in what we have put together thus far, and a promise to each other to continue to work hard at it. In marrying, we promise to always be there for one another, when things are easy and when they get tough. And I know from my conversations with you, Candlin, that you feel exactly the same. This beautiful harmony exists between the two of you, in part because you honor your differences by gracefully bending to accommodate one another. And you both know that love is as deeply embedded in the daily chores of life as it is in candlelight dinners. And you embrace that all of this and more is important in the unfolding of your shared future. To speak to that future, Candlin's dear friend Emma High will now share a poem written by Emma Salmon titled The Future.
In my future, I see you and me, and a house and garden filled with trees. I see dinner parties surrounded by friends, and a vegetable patch we love to tend. I see cozy nights in front of the fire, and a four-poster bed for when we tire. I see our kitchen, which will be at the heart of our home, and a clawfoot tub brimming with foam. I see muddy boots by the front door, and the kids eating cookies and asking for more. I see nights in the desert camping under the stars, and shelves full of mismatching local jam jars. I see family picnics outside with the dogs, and a little blue shed containing the logs. I see us sat by the window watching the snow and reading the papers and learning to grow. I see laughter, pain, kisses, and tears, and helping each other to confront our fears. I see you as my friend and also my lover, your confidant and your children's mother. I see a wonderful future for you and it's cloaked in love until we die.
Candlin and Seth, may you always remember to savor the small moments, and may you have abundant harvests from the field and from the heart throughout your lives. Every marriage needs the love, nurture, and support of friends and family. Will you who are present here today surround this couple with your love? Will you offer them the joys of your friendship, the strength of your wisest counsel, and the honor of your blessing? If so, please answer, I will. I will. May the love that illuminates all of our beings shine through each one of us and into the hearts of this couple as they stand here before us. And may this spirit of love ever shine through each of them and into the soul of the other. Now, before exchanging their vows, Candlin and Seth will share with one another for the first time a declaration of love they have each written.
In January of 2012, you, Seth Michael Matlick, approved my Facebook friend request. I was new to Albuquerque by way of New York City, and I didn't have many friends yet. But when your mustachioed profile picture popped up on a mutual friend's wall, I said to myself, this guy looks hilarious. We should be friends. As a New York transplant yourself, you took pity on me and offered to hang out sometime. Within 2 hours of our first meeting, my friend Allie sent me a text asking how it was going. I heart him. Oh, God. I heart him was my reply. Over the last 3.5 years, I have grown to heart you more and more. I used to say I wanted to find a good man, but you were the best man. Oh, God. Just such a good writer. When I told you Halloween was my favorite holiday, you grew me a field of pumpkins. When I said I wanted a funny-looking dog, you searched for months until you found the ugliest one out there. When I said I wanted a donut, you took me to the top of a 14,000-foot mountain and gave one to me, and then an engagement ring, which I love. But the best things you give me are not material. It's the way you squeeze my hand when I'm worrying too much, the slow dances to Sam Cooke in our kitchen while we're making dinner, the warmth I see in your eyes when you look at me. You are the most thoughtful, generous, and patient person I know. You are so fun and always willing to try new things. You work hard, laugh hard, and love deep. You feed my soul and my fat. I don't know how I got so lucky, but I get to spend my life with you, to make a family with you, and to love you for days and always.
Like Alice Cooper. I need it. I'm good.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
I memorized this, but I think I forgot it all in the past couple minutes. The first time we met, it took about 1 second to realize I thought you were a total babe. Everything about you, truly radiant, beautiful, and it all worked for me. I also thought you were really cool because you were wearing a Rad T-Rex t-shirt, the one with Mark Bolan with the top hat. I knew you were a keeper. I learned after about 1 hour spending time with you that you were smart and funny and interesting and interested in like so many things that we shared in common. Sam Cooke. We both thought of that. That's good, yeah. Yeah, our love for Old Soul. Bars that have jukeboxes and bowling and eating tacos, preferably at the same time. That we both really miss certain things about New York, but we're really, really happy in New Mexico. After a week, I knew that I wanted as much of your time as you would give to me. I knew that we would go the distance when I took you to Pro's Ranch Market for the first time, and you stopped in the entranceway wide-eyed and in all seriousness asked, "What is this Mexican wonderland?" And by the time we got to the counter with our groceries, you had found a fuzzy bulldog-shaped piggy bank and looked at me and said, "His name is Justice, and he's coming home." And he did, and we still have him. Many of my feelings towards you were obvious from the beginning, but what took me some time to put my finger on was that to me, you feel like home. There's been a level of comfort and ease between us since the first day we met, and that is being home all the time. I didn't know it at first, but the closer we became and the more time we spent together, the more I was able to recognize it and know the feeling for what it really is. And now, almost 1,400 days later, being by your side, I know it to be true romance and that it is unwavering and passionate love. You know my original vote was to elope and to have a quiet and quick and simple ceremony, and that vote was discarded, clearly. But I'm really glad we did this, and I gotta say these things to you in front of everyone who means the world to us. And I can't wait to continue my life together with you as my wife, and I love you madly, and thank you for being my home. Yeah, that's right.
Now, standing in front of these witnesses, do you, Seth Matlick, take Candlin Cook as your favorite person, to laugh with her, share adventures with her? Do you promise to support her through life's difficulties, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
I do.
Do you, Candlin Cook, take Seth Matlick as your favorite person, to laugh with him and share adventures with him? Do you promise to support him through life's difficulties, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day? Seth, taking Candlin's right hand in yours, will you look into her eyes and repeat after me? I, Seth, promise you, Candlin, my deepest love.
I, Seth, promise you, Candlin, my deepest love.
I choose to stand by your side and to sleep in your arms.
I choose to stand by your side and sleep in your arms.
To be joy to your heart and food for your soul.
Say it again.
To be joy to your heart
To be joy to your heart and food for your soul.
I will keep you and hold you,
I will keep you and hold you,
comfort and shelter you,
comfort and shelter you,
for today and always,
for today and always,
in all that life may bring.
in all that life may bring.
Candlin, will you look into Seth's eyes and repeat after me? I, Candlin, pledge you, Seth, my deepest love.
I, Candlin, pledge you, Seth, my deepest love.
I choose to stand by your side and to sleep in your arms,
I choose to stand by your side and to sleep in your arms,
to be joy to your heart and food for your soul.
to be joy to your heart and food for your soul.
I will keep you and hold you,
I will keep you and hold you,
comfort and shelter you,
comfort and shelter you,
for today and always,
for today and always,
in all that life may bring.
in all that life may bring.
And may I have the rings, please? It is often noted at this point in the ceremony that wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. Rings, however, do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth. Metal is liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees. then molded, cooled, and polished. Something extraordinary is made from raw elements. Love is like that. It's hot, dirty work. It comes from humble beginnings made by imperfect beings. It's the process of making something beautiful where once there was nothing. These rings are a reminder to accept your partner's imperfections and to always honor one another's beauty. Seth, please place this ring on Candelen's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as an expression of my love
as an expression of my love
and as a symbol of this life we share.
and as a symbol of this life that we share.
Candelen, please place this ring on Seth's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as an expression of my love
as an expression of my love
and as a symbol of this life we share.
and as a symbol of this life that we share.
As the grapes of this wine have grown together, sharing the earth, the sun, and the rain, you shall grow together to share the earth, the sun, and the rain. As you share this cup of wine, you undertake to share all that the future may bring. May whatever bitterness it holds for you be less bitter because you share it together, and may all of the sweetness that it holds for you be that much sweeter because you taste it together. Seth and Candelen, because you have chosen one another, honored each other with the gift of your rings, and promised to love and care for each other for all of your days, it gives me great joy to pronounce you husband and wife. You may now seal your vows with a kiss. The crushing of the glass is a tradition that has taken on various symbolic meanings over the centuries. For some, it represents the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. For others, that the nature of relationships is fragile, and so it is a reminder to be careful and kind. It also symbolizes that marriage is a transforming experience that leaves individuals forever changed. Just as a broken glass cannot be mended, the promises made by the bride and groom are irrevocable.
Can I? Yeah?
Go for it.
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present Candelen and Seth Matlick. Devin and Jake, when they
of your love's like the warmth from the sun, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come. Don't let go of my hand now the darkness has gone. This will be our year. Took a long time to come, and I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You gave me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year.